Hey party people, Techno here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at this all-brass Wilson Bohannon padlock. Wilson Bohannon padlocks are a pretty common lock here in the US. This is an Ohio-based lock manufacturer with roots dating back to 1860 when Wilson Bohannon himself first decided to open a lock manufacturing business. Historically, these are known for rather tight tolerances and just good fit and finish and overall machining. As far as their overall design, there's nothing particularly special or outstanding with these locks. We have a spring-loaded locking pawl on the shackle, and we also have a 5-pin core with all standard pins, and even the keyway itself is rather open and not restrictive when it comes to working with tools, lockpicking tools in there. But what is notable about these, again, is just that high level of machining tolerance and fit and finish. So despite the fact that we have a spring-loaded locking pawl here, which theoretically could be bypassed with a shim, owing to those tight tolerances, there's virtually no space between the shackle and the lock body here to actually work a shim in to bypass that pawl. I think that would be extraordinarily difficult, and I just don't see it happening. So that kind of negates any vulnerability that might be in that portion of the lock. And then going back to that core, again, no security pins in the core, so any difficulty encountered in picking these locks is purely down to those tight mechanical tolerances. There's definitely not a lot of slop in the core. I can insert my top of the keyway tensioner here in 50 thousandths, again, pretty wide keyway. And you can see that, yeah, I can get some turning, but there's really not a whole lot of slop or wobble or anything in that. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. I'll use my Sparrow's Tron pick, and let's see what it takes to get this lock open. Again, because of that sort of just overall tighter tolerances than your average lock here, I have found, at least in this sample size of 1, requires quite a bit of tension on the core to get those pins to bind and to set. So heavier tension than normal on this one. I'm going to go all the way back to pin 5. And pin 5 seems to be binding. We got a nice click out of pin 5, some movement there. Pin 4, nice click out of pin 4. I feel as though there was a little movement on the core on that one. Pin 3, nice click out of pin 3. Actually, I think I lied. I think that was 2. So nice click out of pin 2. And pin 3 does feel to be binding rather tightly. Nice click out of pin 2, possibly some more movement on the core, and we are binding on pin 1 now, and once we get that set, we do have an open. And again, you can see that spring-loaded locking pawl there, but not so much of an issue just due to those very tight tolerances. Really nice lock. I rather like the Wilson Bohannon padlocks. I think just aesthetically they're very pleasing, especially all the all-brass models. The script logo is really cool. Of course, there are a number of logos across the time and the lock range for Wilson Bohannon. But yeah, definitely a very nice lock and a testament to how much you can accomplish simply with precision machining, given that otherwise this lock is pretty standard as padlocks go. But in any case, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care, and I will talk to you later.